We were blessed with people that didn't worry that we actually didn't have much to start with, but they were so convinced that we needed to start that we just started. So every Friday afternoon I would go to either Warramoo or Blacktown to do our photocopying, because we just simply weren't resourced with a photocopier. But that didn't matter. That's what we did.
We worked out a philosophy that said if all of the parents that are sending children to the school lend the school money, then that's on top of their fees, then we might be able to pay the teacher. So there was a compulsory voluntary levy on all families to lend the school, each family, thousands of dollars to get the school started. So it was a very fine balancing act to meet the operational costs of the school, plus try and establish a new site. And it was one of those great joys when the last cheque was sent out to those families who had lent the school money so they could get the school going. So the Lord honoured those people who had faith. It was a real blessing to see how the Lord worked. And I distinctly remember a board meeting when we reported that we were actually in the black. Jim Ireland said, "Rolf, it's great that you bring us good news. Usually we're sitting there worrying." So it was a wonderful day that the finances turned around and we were positive from then on.
When we started the school, we had nothing. Like Steve has said, we didn't even have a photocopier. And I couldn't believe my eyes one day when I looked up on the road and here is this bus coming towards me with Kuyper Christian School written all over it, and I thought, wow, how far has the school come? It's got its own bus.
As a board member of the school from the commencement, one of the challenges was the various committees being formed to establish the educational philosophy, committees for the administrative functionality of the school, committees for the physical requirements, establishing at Wilberforce, establishing here, and just to get a school that was based on our understanding of Christian teaching. And this really was endless committee meetings and endless working bees.
I was deeply immersed in the academic space at Hawkesbury Agricultural College, and I took Jesus as my role model of an educator. And I watched him as he walked with his disciples. And the Kuyper carrot was the model with the two spirals, and the centre of the carrot was experiential.
Looking to see now what we see, we realise it was worth it, and we just give thanks for the existing staff who have carried on with that philosophy that was espoused in those early days, and the teachers that are a credit to the school now.
Towards the end of the first 3 years of the board, I couldn't carry on as the chairman of the board, and I walked around the outside of the school and just prayed for it.
Some of the joys that we saw was God answering our prayers as we worked with people that shared a common vision. And we see the education of our children and the opening of the school as the culmination of a lot of effort.
It was an adventure.